Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
TGIW, everybody. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and
her co-host, Jabril Morris.
Yes, so happy Wednesday. We are bringing you inspiration to get you through the rest of your week.
Did you say TGIW?
I did.
Okay.
I opened with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be paying attention.
That probably would help a little.
No, I was looking at the contest names. So I was trying to...
You guys.
I'm really excited about this.
Yes, we got like a really, really, really cool show planned for you.
Mm-hmm.
Full. I mean, really, really full. We have a lot to look forward to for this show. So I'm excited because, yes, as Jabril mentioned, we're going to mention or announce the winner of the Name That Segment contest. Dr. D's segment. So she started last week.
Mm-hmm.
She does a 15-minute spot on our show every week, which is phenomenal. She is a renowned psychotherapist or psychologist rather, and she is on the Be Inspired Radio Show. Turn up. Yeah, she is, I'm telling you, phenomenal. So we're very blessed and fortunate to have her on our show. We really are. So we are going to reveal the big winner on tonight's show. And the grand prize winner gets a gift card.
Do we know to where, or is it just
we will when Dr. D gets here?
Okay.
She's gonna have the prize with her. So here's what we're gonna do. There are gonna be several options. Well, here's the main option. The winner will not only get a gift card, but they will be able to come to the show next week to get their card and also be live on air with us.
That's nice. That is really nice.
See something?
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Did you think of that just now? Or
Not
you
just now,
Okay.
earlier today. Well, I think I sent it in a text message to you and Donna. If not, I sent it in an email.
Okay.
I think I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that as a prize.
Yeah.
Because that's like unexpected.
Right. And you know
like
what?
that.
Because that is a gift. Like,
Mhm.
even if we don't have something to give, we can offer that. Like, you
Yeah.
get to win the opportunity to be on our show
Mm-hmm.
for 15 minutes or something
Exactly.
like that. I
Yeah.
think people would
A
appreciate
lot.
that.
People can do a lot with 15 minutes.
They sure could. They
Promote
can
themselves.
give a shout out to whomever they want to,
Yeah.
business wise,
Exactly.
whatever. It'll be there 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes of fame.
Isn't that nice? Wait a minute. We be coming up. Hold on. Let's write that down. 15 minutes. Wait a minute. This pen does not work. You guys should have seen me in here trying to write it down with this pen.
Do it have a
doesn't work.
little like
It
plastic
did. It had
cap
the
on
little
it?
cap on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a
15
15 minutes
minutes
of fame contest.
Ooh.
Ooh, y'all don't want
Okay.
none of the Be
Brainstorming,
Inspired Radio
brainstorming.
Show right here on
Ooh.
air.
See,
But-
this is us being cohesive.
We on the same wavelength. I
There we
like
go.
that. That's why you have to have a co-host. Y'all gotta be vibing.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We vibing. So, but yeah, so we have a full show for you guys tonight. Yesterday marked 1 year of the Baltimore Freddie Gray uprising. So in recognition of that, tonight we're going to have a youth forum. We're going to have some of Baltimore's youth in the studio with us, and we're going to talk it out. We're going to talk about that particular incident, how it affected them. We're going to ask them some questions, and we want you all to get involved too, because I personally believe that the youth are the ones that we need to engage. And they were a huge part of that event. A lot of focus was put on them. They were even being named called, which I think is absurd, So I want us to really talk about that, hash it out, really talk about it, and really get to the core of what some of those issues could have been from the youth's perspective. So Dr. D is going to be in the studio with us on tonight, and she's going to be leading that discussion. But I want you guys to call in. I want you to give your opinion of how you felt, of how you believe your youth were affected by that event. So here's my perspective. So I don't know. I don't have all of the answers or all of the facts for that event, for the Baltimore Freddie Gray uprising. But what I do know is that there's some major underlying issues that contributed to that moment. So what we saw, to me, is sort of like an aftermath of some ongoing things that are happening in our communities. It's an aftermath of things that, police brutality is something that is dealt with on a regular basis. You have poverty. The youth are not being catered to as much as they should be. Some of them are idle. They don't have anything to occupy their time. They're not being properly educated and given the proper tools to do something positive with their life. So there are a lot of underlying issues, I believe, that contributed to that moment in history. And it's funny because the fact is that those types of riots and uprisings happened a lot during the civil rights movement. And so for years and years to pass by, and then these types of uprisings start happening because of police brutality, really should be a red flag to our communities. It really should be a moment of reflection to say, hey, something's going wrong. Our communities are breaking down. There is a breakdown in our community somewhere, and we need to deal with it.
Right.
That incident shouldn't have happened, and now we don't talk about it at all. And really, to tell the truth, yesterday I really didn't hear too much about it, even though that was 1 year later. I really didn't hear that much about it on the media or even on social media. Now the actual day that it happened, oh my gosh, social media was blowing up with, oh my God, there's a riot going on down at Mondawmin, and the media blew it up. And really the only information that we really have, or those of us in the community that we really have, is what we were being fed from the media.
I still can't believe it's been a year.
I know.
Because it's still, you still feel the effects of it.
You too.
Prominently. I was going to an appointment down in that area, and I knew the general area of where it was that he got arrested, but I didn't know specifically where.
Yes.
And I walked past it. I walked directly past it. They have a beautiful mural. It was Freddie, it said the words Freddie Gray, and it had his birthday and the day he died. And how Baltimore people, we do the memorials and all that.
The balloons and teddy bears.
And the bottles and all of that. Yeah. And it, I felt some kind of, I don't know, some kind of just anguish in my heart because it was so close to home for me. Because, you never know how that may happen for you, or how close that end of your life could be. Yes. Or the police, because police is a prominent force in Baltimore City.
Oh my God,
so
yes.
If you're under the age of 25, you're gonna get questioned by police at some point in your life, and that's really a messed up fact. And then I do want to touch on why they really didn't talk about it a lot. I think that we don't want to reopen that wound.
That's a really good perspective.
We don't want to reopen that wound, and we don't want to revisit that.
Right.
Or, you know, they can feel like, oh, if we revisit it, our anger will be reawoken and it can happen all over again. Or, you know, then it's just a lot of different things going on in the city. So they're just trying to
got campaigns going on.
Yeah, they got campaigns going on.
Yeah, and that's taking a lot of attention. But the fact is, that's a truth, but it's a sad truth. Because keeping silent is what gets us in trouble. Not talking about the issues, brushing it under the rug, you know, making other things the focal point instead of really dealing with the issues at hand is what has gotten our communities in trouble. So I think you're absolutely right. Nobody wants to touch the uprising that happened last year because they don't want to have to deal with the real issues connected to it. Or people, there are some out here in our communities, and let me be clear, there are a lot of people in our communities that are doing some great things as a result of that incident, and that they are still doing it.
Right.
So I commend those who are out there in the community still trying to make a difference, still trying to make a change. But I think there's so much more that still needs to be done. And I think, Jabril, you hit it, the nail on the head, that nobody wants to touch it. Nobody wants to reopen that wound. They're afraid of that same type of thing happening again. But the fact is, if you don't discuss it, it absolutely could happen again,
right,
because there's no resolution to it.
Absolutely.
You know, so our attempt tonight is to talk about it and to get the youth's perspective on it and to see what they believe. Because, you know, my thing is they could possibly have the solution or a solution. But if we won't talk to our youth, you know, and I consider myself a youth, you know, I'm still under 35. That's young.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely. In some realms.
And yeah, you say in some realms. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But, you know, but I'm talking about those who are still impressionable and still very much affected by what's going on in the community. We need to get their opinion. They might have an answer. But if we won't ask them, if we won't talk to them, we will never know. And it's unfair to assume we know what's best for them and not ask.
Right.
That's my opinion.
And then another thing about that is like you said, the kids may have the youth, I don't like saying kids. Youth may have a resolution to that problem because they were the ones that actually dealt with it.
Exactly.
Directly.
Exactly.
You know, they were the ones that couldn't go home. And that still bothers me to this day. Like, why can't I go home?
Yes.
So, of course, if
they're
you trap me.
They're upset. They're frustrated. They're tired. They might be hungry. Come on. And you tell them they can't go home, but you don't provide a safe place for them to go. Why not reopen the school and say, okay, why all of you guys go back into the auditorium or something like that?
You
but
can't
you just
leave
have them sitting on the streets.
Exactly.
You know,
and that's just an invitation for us to do what we want to do.
There wasn't very much thought put into how to deal with the situation.
It was
because it all started from a threat, that a social media threat. And social media can be, you know what, we can break one break, but it's going to get hot and heavy tonight. I'm excited about the youth that are going to be here and going to give their input. You have to stay tuned, and I want you to encourage some young people to listen in. Go to www.beexposedradio.com. Click to listen. We are also live on YouTube. So all you have to do is look up the Be Inspired Radio Show and you will be able to get to the live link for this show. So stay tuned. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous.
You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. If that's what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, how dare you? You filthy ass animal. Get the hell out of my house. It was a problem because it's like, clearly, you don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all. Because that's a problem for me too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabro just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to I'd have been like, what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be
Hey,
Exposed
there's
Radio.
my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break. Or,
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Yeah!
Fresh air,
What a glorious morning.
clean water,
Woohoo! This is great.
and endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're
believe
going to
this.
do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3
she's
lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
Then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com and TGIW for all those, yes, who are just tuning in. I am your host, Miss Be Inspired, and my wonderful co-host,
Jabril Morris.
And we are teaming up to bring you inspiration to get you through the rest of this week. We're excited to have you on the show with us. But before we continue on, we have a few announcements that we need to bring to you. So I have a dear friend. Her name is Trinity, and she is a partner with It Works. I'm certain a lot of you have heard of It Works. Well, if you are looking to get your body right for the summer, or just in general, if you want your health to be good, I want you to check her out at http://shopwithtrinity.myitworks.com. And that email address is http://shopwithtrinity.myitworks.com. So you can go there and check out all that she has to offer. They have some special deals going on. If you want to get that tummy flat, you want to go ahead and get yourself a wrap. That rhymed. If you want to get the tummy flat, go ahead and get yourself a wrap. But I want you to go and support her. She is a wonderful, dear friend of mine and a supporter of this show. So It Works. Check out Trinity at http://shopwithtrinity.myitworks.com for all your I need to get my body right needs. So check her out. And then I have to announce that Be Inspired LLC, which is my company, is teaming up with From One Mother's Heart to bring you Be Inspired Leaders Brunch and Learn Seminar. Woo!
Awesome.
So that event is going to be on Saturday, March 28th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Keys of Faith Ministry, which is at 1055 Taylor Avenue, and that's going to be in Suite 001, and that is in Towson, Maryland, 21286. Again, Be Inspired LLC and From One Mother's Heart is partnering to bring you this special leadership seminar to empower and equip you with tools and information to help you be the most authentic and effective leader possible. So you have to come out, support. If you are a supporter of From One Mother's Heart, and if you are a supporter of Be Inspired LLC and the Be Inspired Radio Show, you must be in the place. I'm going to release more information on that. But if you want more information, you can go to Facebook and look up Be Inspired Leaders Brunch and Learn Seminar. You will be able to find the event there. We are also on Eventbrite. You can also look up Be Inspired Leaders Brunch and Learn Seminar. You can go to Eventbrite, look up the name of the event, and register. It is a free event. So we're getting ready to go on break. And when we come back, we're going to dive right into our show. We have a special guest, Deborah of J. Bree Designs, will be on the show in just a few minutes. So you cannot go anywhere. You got to stay tuned. All right. So Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I've learned I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay. And there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody
Nobody
come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Our topic tonight is the spirit of Thanksgiving. And I have in the studio with me my husband, Titus James. Woo.
Titus. Hello. Titus James. Titus.
We up here. We like off the chain because we not, it's right before. Like I say, it's right before a holiday. Nobody, when you at work, nobody's. Everybody's thinking about that plate they're gonna get and their take-home plate.
Right now, people are mapping out their the logistics of like the houses that you go to, because there are some houses that you go to for breakfast in the morning.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
And then there are houses that you go to early. Like Brandy mom, she likes to get you in there early. So that's like 3:00.
That's early.
Yeah, that's early.
For some people,
But
that's
Nah, her aunt and uncle, they have Thanksgiving at 12 noon.
So
Yes.
brunch.
It's full dinner. It ain't brunch. It's macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Do they go out after?
12 noon.
Do they go out after?
Sometimes, nope.
Oh, they want you to leave?
No, they sit there, they eat, they like
Talk.
play games, talk. That's it.
Well, I guess it's better than having it at night because then it's late. And,
Yeah, you be sleepy all day. Because you sitting there, you eating all day.
And then the
That's
game
how my
come
aunts are
on.
in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
They start early in the morning with waffles and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the waffles don't start all the way straight through dinner. They still making waffles. Frying fish all day long.
Laugh that loud.
But then there's everything else in there too, turkey and all that the regular stuff. But they frying fish and making waffles all day long.
They never stop making
No, it's
waffles.
like fish, waffles, it's fried potatoes, all kinds of stuff.
Who
all
happened to
day
the
long.
rest of the Thanksgiving food?
That's what I'm saying. No, all of that is
That's
there.
there.
But the special part about it is that everybody's coming because they want to eat a piece of fish
Oh, okay.
or they want a waffle.
Oh, okay.
So you be there all day long. You eat your waffle, your fish, and then you go and sit down somewhere and you play games and stuff. And then you come back later on if you want another waffle. You got the iron's hot.
They just keep it going.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, now. You know what? I had to come in like that. Y'all don't know, but y'all should see me in the studio right now. I had to stand up because I had a long day and I'm sleepy and everybody in the studio is sleepy. I was like,
I'm not sleepy.
You know what? I had to do like how they did in school. You know how the teacher would make you stand up if you started falling asleep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, they used to make you hold books
Uh-huh.
in both your hands.
Yes. So you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com. I'm your host, Miss Be Inspired, and my wonderful co-host,
Jabril Morris.
Guess what? I have a treat for you guys. I have Deborah of J. Bree Designs on the phone right now. We're going to talk to her about a fabulous and wonderful event that she has coming up May the 1st. I'm overjoyed because I'm going to be there too. So I'm excited. Deborah, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, and thank you for agreeing to come on. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited as well.
So can you just tell everybody about what J. Bree Designs is, what your collection is all about?
Yes, J. Bree Designs was created in the year 2000, but I've been sewing before then, but I started to decide to come up with a label for the collection. I'm the president and CEO and senior designer of J. Bree Designs, which carry a collection from sizes 2 to 22. And I just started to implement my plus size collection in the year of 2014 for John Blasingame with New Day Associates.
Wow. I had a chance to see the designs at the Durham, North Carolina Fashion Week, and I'm telling you, it was awesome. And my sister Kendra, I'm giving her a shout out, so don't say I didn't. She was modeling, and she also modeled some of J. Bree Designs' collection. So it was phenomenal.
And she did a wonderful job as well, too.
Yes.
She did a very wonderful job. And I'm so excited to be working with her with my upcoming event that's going to be on May the 1st, 2016. And this J. Bree Designs presents Philly's Next Top Model Competition and Fashion Show. And you don't have to be from Philadelphia to compete in the competition.
That's what's up. So all you aspiring models, or you may be already accomplished, you guys have to check it out. I need you to get in contact with Deborah. So how can folks get in contact with you if they want to just attend the event, or if they're a model who wants to be in the competition? How can they find information to be part of it?
They can go to my website at jbreedesigns.com. It's JBRIDESIGNS.com. And also they can go on Facebook under J. Bree Designs, Instagram, and also Twitter. And they can also contact me directly if they want to call me directly. 267-670-1004 is my direct number.
Yes. So thank you for that. So you guys, if you're out there, if you're models, if you want to be a part of this competition, you have to get in contact with her. I'm excited because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Yes, you are. You're going to be covering that nice event. It's our first time doing this event, because last year we did Every Woman event, which we do every November. Mm-hmm. So I decided to do a model competition, which is a little bit different from the other competitions that I've been involved with. They have to do an alter ego type scene in the competition, which is very different from just a straight runway competition.
Wow. So what else do people have to look forward to if they attend the event?
Well, I'm also starting my men's collection.
Oh.
And I will have a few men models there that will be modeling maybe 3 or 4 pieces for my new men's collection that I'm also starting.
Okay. So are there opportunities? This is the other thing I wanted to ask. Are there opportunities for vendors? Do you have vendor slots there at the event too?
Yes, I think we have maybe 3 more vendor slots that are open.
Okay.
And they can get in contact with me through email at jbreedesigns@gmail.com, or they can call me directly, but those slots are going fast. Okay. So if they're interested in vending, they need to get in contact with me like ASAP.
Okay, thank you. Yes, you guys, you can't wait, because May 1st is around the corner. It really is. I'm looking at the
it's like really
myself.
Next week.
Yeah,
it's like, to me, it's like next week, because I'm like so busy. Plus, I've been on tour, because I did my first tour was with Durham, North Carolina Fashion Week, and I did that, and then I did New Day model competition over this past weekend, April the 9th and 10th. Then I'm going to District Curves in Washington D.C. April the 23rd.
Oh, y'all got to check out J. Bree Designs. I'm telling y'all. First of all, I saw firsthand, because I saw the designs. I was like, I like that outfit.
I know if North Carolina was ready for that type of collection.
I'm serious. I was like, hold on. For real. I was like, wait. I love it. It was this one little red number my sister had on.
Oh, my God. It was nice.
Oh,
It was really nice, really nice. And what I try to do, is at least keep everything reasonable. I do silk, georgette, and I found this one fabric called ITY, and it stretches in 8 different directions.
Oh my gosh.
So that enabled me to do a dress that could fit all sizes, no matter what size you are. That one dress, this one size,
that one
fit all
that she
sizes.
had on?
Yes, the one that she had on.
What? Oh my
The one that
God.
the one that she had on. And plus my clothing, it runs big. So if you are normally at a size large, you can fit a small in that kind of fabric.
Oh my. Yeah, that's wonderful.
And it's wash and wear. You wash it, hang it up, and keep on going.
That's what I like. Wash and go wear.
Wash and go. Take it out to dryer, hang it, and keep on rolling.
Yes. My co-host has a question. Jabril.
I wanted to ask, so you said that you're going to be moving into having men's line,
Yeah.
right? So what kind of pieces of men clothing will you be making?
Well, so far I did a pair of pants and a shirt, which is like a 2-piece pant set.
Okay.
And I did a couple blazers, which they call sports coats, in the men's world, sports coats with the pants, which they'll be wearing with jeans and a sleeveless mock neck. So I'm trying to do something a little bit different. So I've been getting a little bit of feedback, from different male models of what they don't see that's in the industry right now. So I can at least come up with something different that nobody else is doing.
So it's more of like a casual type of wear for men.
It's a casual type of wear for me, but I also have a couple suits that I did put together that my godson will be wearing.
Oh, okay, cool.
We got a text
What
message.
size are you?
Oh, go
What
ahead,
size are you?
Jabril. She said, what size are you?
Jabril, what size are you? You want to come model for us, Jabril?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I'll put you out there.
Yeah.
I'll put you out there. What size you wear?
I wear a 30, 32 in pants, and I wear like a medium size in shirts.
Okay.
Okay.
I could definitely put an outfit together for you to wear.
Thank you. All right.
No
Jabril
problem.
has
No
what
problem.
He has what it takes. He really does. So that was amazing that you picked up on that.
Mhm.
He has what it takes, for real.
And I'm ready to do whatever you.
When he asked the question about the men's collection, I already knew he was trying to get in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No question is asked without a reason behind it.
Yes, I was like, he want to be in. I'm going to just open the door for him, just let him come on in.
We got a text message. Somebody said, did you ever think about doing costumes?
No. I did do a couple of costumes for one of my clients, but I started out actually doing evening wear and prom. That's how I really got started out, because I started making prom dresses when I was in high school. So I did evening wear a lot until the last past 4 years. I started getting into suits, into casual and business wear. But prom and weddings was my thing for like 15 years.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's really where it is too. Prom time is like, shoo.
Prime time, weddings, that was basically all I did. Plus, I'm a fashion teacher at a local high school in Philadelphia, so I also teach fashion.
Wow. That's amazing. It's like also giving back, but, passing that knowledge on.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
But I'm open to anything. I mean, if it's a need for something, I'm open.
Yes.
Costumes, you never know.
That is, that's what we all about here at our show. We are always trying to find a way to incorporate our partners and guests that we've had on the show. Because first of all, there are a lot of young people out there who are aspiring designers, but just don't have the information.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
and I'm also looking, for young designers. I'm a senior designer, but I'm not going to be able to sew forever. So I'm willing to take, some young, inspiring designers underneath my belt.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna set something up.
Okay,
we might, how we do our seminars. So maybe we can do one like that and open it up to aspiring designers.
Okay,
you don't have a lot of people doing that,
right?
So
I think that would be my next event. I'm thinking about looking for some designers and the designers competition in the winter would work with me directly.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's I'm just putting it out there for 2017. I'm doing a designer competition, and that designer who wins will work directly underneath me.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. And she's giving back, so
yes.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm. So how much are the tickets? Somebody asked that question too.
The tickets are $35.
Okay.
And that also comes with a meal.
Ooh, yes. Food.
Yes. Look, I can't do no event without food. That's just how I am. I got to eat. I went to this last event and I was like, where's the food at?
Yeah.
I got to eat, but I'm sitting for 3 hours, for an event. I got to have me some food. Yes. The doors open at 12. The vendors will be there. Okay. And the actual event starts at 1. It's from 1 to 5. So I can't sit 4 hours and not eat.
I know that's right. Well, first of all, you lose focus. How can you be, you can't even enjoy the show if your stomach is growling and stuff.
Exactly. Plus, I got to eat because I'm running around with my hair cut off. I'm there at 8 o'clock in the morning, making sure the makeup is done, the hair is on, the stage is set up. So, and plus I feed the models. They get breakfast and they get lunch.
Yes.
That's in the competition. So I feed them twice. I don't want nobody passing out on me.
Thank you. Oh, you know what? Somebody else texted. They said, okay, they asked if you made costumes because they said they needed a cloak. And they said, you don't have to say, okay, yeah. I'm getting ready to read the whole thing. Why somebody had to set me up? Y'all play too much on here on the Be Inspired radio show. But yeah, they said they needed a cloak. I don't know.
They could send an email to me and they can send a picture of it. I mean, I'm good at doing things from a picture.
Okay. All right. So you got that. So what is your email address again?
jbreedesigns@gmail.com. It's the same way it's spelled for the website. Okay. But it's just gmail.com. It's on it.
Okay. All right.
And don't forget about me about the modeling opportunity.
I'm expecting you there at the Embassy Suites, 9000 Bartram Avenue, Philadelphia, PA at 10 o'clock a.m. May 1st. You going to be there?
Yes, ma'am.
You got yourself a gig, Jabril.
And I'm going to let you pick. What's your skin complexion?
Dark skin.
Dark, so you can wear the turquoise then.
Oh, okay.
I already got you sizes. Already got you set up. Already got you set up. Already got you set up for the turquoise.
Oh, all right.
All right, Jabril, so we got to ride up there together. For real.
Yeah,
we got to set that up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the whole
I'm so excited. So excited. Yes.
So thank you so much, Deborah. I'm too pumped right now. You have no idea.
Yeah, I am too. And thank you so much for having me on your show. I really, really appreciate it. Anything I can do, just give me a holler.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
OMG. Jabril got a gig.
Hey.
Just like that.
I got a modeling gig, and I really want to do that because I never know where that may take me.
You got what it takes.
I got the chops.
You got the chops. Because look, 50% of it is confidence.
Yeah.
Like like the look is a huge part of it.
And I got that on a daily.
That, you know what I'm saying?
I got that confidence.
So
thing
you got
on
that.
daily.
That's why I said you got the chops.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we making this a road trip. Oh, y'all don't want none of us in Philly. Baltimore coming to represent.
I'm with it.
Thank you, Deborah of J. Bree Designs. The Philly Next Top Model competition is going to be off the chain.
Yes, it is.
And like she said, I will be covering the event.
Really?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I definitely got to ride with you there.
We got to go up there together.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to set up our table.
Okay.
I'll Be Inspired Radio Show table.
Yeah.
And represent BeExposedRadio.com.
Absolutely.
You guys, we're expanding and growing on
making dreams come true.
Yes, we are.
Oh, man.
I love it. That's what it's all about. Making connections and helping each other to grow. That's what we're doing. All right. So listen, on a serious note, tonight we are having a youth forum. And we're going to be talking to some of Baltimore's youth about the mark of 1 year of the Baltimore Freddie Gray uprising. And it's amazing because we were talking in the beginning of the show that there wasn't a whole lot of talk about it yesterday. When the event first happened a year ago, social media was blowing up. People were taking pictures of it. The media was really feeding us information of what they wanted us to know about it. But we really didn't have a point of reference of our own unless you were there on the ground.
Yeah, unless you could actually see what was going on.
Right. So I think there were a lot of misconceptions about that event in and of itself. And I think also the opinions of the youth was missing. Their voice really wasn't being heard.
Right.
And we were being fed from the media of what to think of them. They were being portrayed in such a way that made them seem like they were bad. You know, they were being called thugs, but they were being put in a position where some of them had no choice. They didn't have to, of course, choose to react in that manner, some of them, but they were in a compromising situation. And the Freddie Gray incident itself is just, you know, part of a bigger picture of police brutality and just some of the inequalities that still exist in our communities. So we're going to really get into this conversation later on in the show. We're coming up on a break, but when we come back, we're going to hear some music and we're going to get into our discussion. So you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Football, you basically have a good 10 to 12 years, and that's what it is.
Well, you have a lot of people retiring early. It's funny. A lot of me and my alumni from UVA, where I graduated from, one of our fellow Wahoos, he retired yesterday, 32 years old. To Brigashaw Ferguson, and he's been in the league like 10 or 12 years. So like you said, a lot of guys are making that change on their own now because they're seeing a lot of things from the concussion move. Right.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay. So welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show. For this segment, I just wanted to give you guys some, quick little background about the song that you're about to hear. Since we're talking about the youth in Baltimore City, the song that you're about to hear is written, produced, and performed by some youth of the Baltimore Algebra Project. This song is Cut It. Everybody knows Cut It, but this is a parody of it, and it's boycotting a PARCC test. The PARCC test. Now it's a standardized testing device. I guess you can say that it wants to test kids, but it's not for their benefit. It's for profit. So it's just making more tests for a high schooler to take that doesn't need them. We already have HSAs, SATs, now another test. It's just for profit. So this is their song boycotting the PARCC test, and it's called Cut It.
BAP, Munchie, that rock. That PARCC test way too frail, they need to cut it. They just want to see us fail, they need to cut it. Cut it, 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 cut it. That PARCC test way too frail, they need to cut it. They just want to see us fail, they need to cut it.
You tried to test our readiness, is too dumb. The test is with the pettiness, is too long. The life that we go through, it make us too strong. We looking at the proctors like what you are. Cut it, truck it, duck it, bucket, yeah. Snuff it, fuck it, stuff it, shove it there. Whole time, we got problems you won't find. You're saying the students, they don't grind like we gotta say cheese, they mean ricotta. Say feed, I mean me, papa. Through problems, how we prosper. How you gonna go and make the answer standardized? With nothing that we done, handle standardized. B.A.P., we in rages, hammer time. LBS, be in place, it's matter time. Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike. Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike. Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike. Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike. Deborah.
That PARCC test way too frail, they need to cut it. They just want to see us fail, they need to cut it. Cut it, 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 cut it. They want to take the test, but man, it's so weak. I'd rather be at work getting some more cheese. Headquarters scared because they say we got tweaks. They really using this test to tell me what I'ma be. They probably want me in jail, we're probably in these streets. Told the fan, fall back and we gon' wait and see. We really showing the people that we really ready. We wanna know why this test distributed in the city. Is it cause we got the lowest grades in the state? I thought B-more just wanna be more great. If we fail a test, it'll affect our confidence. Do you want low self-esteem to be a consequence? We won't take the test. Yeah, we opting out. Make us take the test. I swear we walking out. May I heard this song and act like she know nothing. They get in touch to us and all of us gon' thug it. That PARCC test way too frail, they need to cut it. They just want to see us fail, they need to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. Cut it.
Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike. Better get your act right before we get the class tight and organize a match strike.
May I heard this song and act like she know nothing. They get in touch to us and all of us gon' thug it. That PARCC test way too frail, they need to cut it. They just want to see us fail, they need to cut it. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Okay, so that song was Cut It by Munchie and Dev Rock. Let me get their names right. I'm gonna say it again. Munchie and Dev Rock. And I know those two are members of BAP.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should have got them in the studio.
Definitely.
That would have been hot.
Definitely.
Maybe we could do that next time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got connects to them. So,
yeah.
Whenever you want me to set that up,
we got to do that because, first of all, let me just say that this song is, you know, they are using their First Amendment right, freedom of speech,
right,
very, very well and in a positive manner.
Absolutely.
And I think that young people need to know that they have a voice. and they should exercise their freedom of speech rights.
Yeah.
If they dislike an issue, do it in a respectful, positive way, like these gentlemen did.
Yeah.
They just made a song and put it up on YouTube and was like, look, we don't necessarily like that we're about to have this standardized test.
Mhm.
So let's do it in a song.
Right.
There are a lot of ways to get your voice heard. Young people, don't feel like you shouldn't speak out if there's some things that are happening in the community that affect you. Because what I do know about being an adult is that sometimes we forget to get the input of young people. We assume that we know what's best for them. And the thing about it is when I was young, you know, I wanted somebody to ask me how I felt about something, and just instead of just assuming and putting things in place, you know. So, I mean, adults, we're there for guidance, but youth are smart enough to at least understand what's going on. Talk to them. Parents, mentors, organization leaders, pastors of ministries, and the spiritual leaders.
Right.
Talk to your youth.
And then one thing I do want to commend is Moochie and Dev Rock, the two guys that were performing it. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't curse.
No, I don't think
they
I
did
heard
not
any
cursing in the song. And that takes a lot, because
a lot of discipline,
one, and a lot of knowledge.
Yep.
Because they came in the rap with some serious focal points. I believe Dev Rock said, when we take the test and we fail, it's going to lower our
self-esteem. Is that the message we want to send?
Exactly.
And he also said, real quick, he was saying, you know, is this test just being administered in Black or low income neighborhoods?
Exactly.
You know, because that's also unfair. You know, So there were a lot of good messages in that song, but that's what tonight is about. We're getting the input of our youth. We want to give them a platform to speak on some major issues that are going on in our community, especially the Freddie Gray uprising that happened a year ago. So we're getting ready to go on break. When we come back, we're going to start talking a little bit more about our topic and set everything up for our forum that will happen later on in the show. You must stay tuned to the Be Inspired radio show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, it's Monty, the executive producer here at BeExposedRadio.com, and I'm here to talk about my show. I know, how selfish, right? Talk Lately with me, Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So what do we talk about on this show? I can tell you this, there has never been a show that I have gotten completely through the full agenda, because our topics, our conversations are just that damn good. I cover politics, gossip, entertainment, and hey, I love a good panel discussion. Hey, get a group of people in here and let us debate it out. That is the best thing in the world. Not to mention, I take calls and texts, and I'll debate with you too. So why don't you get involved and be heard? What's that old adage? Closed mouths don't get fed. That says it all. So join me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Call me at 410-702-5657. You can text at 443-642-9403. And don't forget to be heard and vote in our weekly poll right on the website.
So, Jacqueline. Yes, Mom? I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, never contact.
Live on air, you guys.
I got you.
We're back. You're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. That's what happens when you go live.
Yeah.
When you're live, you get to hear all of our little hiccups and some of our little sidebar conversations coming off of our break.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all fun, just having a good time.
Having a good time
on the Be Inspired Radio Show. But what I want to do is I want to open the phone lines in another 14 minutes. We're going to have our forum. Our forum is going to begin.
Mm-hmm.
And our youth are going to come in and they're going to talk. We have one of them already in the building that we will be talking to. But I want to open up the phone lines. If you have any questions throughout the show or during the forum, I want you to call in at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. You can also check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Be Exposed, or go to Facebook and look up Be Exposed Radio, or just go to the website. www.beexposedradio.com. I'm always leaving off that third W. What's that about?
I don't know.
I need to get it together.
It's www. Be Exposed.
That was 3,
Radio.
right?
Yeah, that was 3. I had to count in my head.
www.beexposedradio.com. Go to the website. We got a lot of new stuff on our website, by the way.
Yeah.
So you guys have to always be going to check. But I also wanted to mention, too, that we're having another open house. Our first one went so well.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, the camaraderie, amongst the radio hosts.
Yeah.
And just the guests that we had come in, the business owners, it was so nice. So our first Be Exposed Radio open house was so great that we decided we're going to do one every single month. Every single month. So our next one is May the 14th, 12 to 5 p.m. So that is the second Saturday of the month. So the second Saturday of every month, we're going to have an open house. And our next one is on May the 14th. So you gotta be here. I'm telling you. Oh, listen, all you business owners, entrepreneurs, all of you have to be at our open house, 110 East Lexington Street, over here by all those courthouses and stuff. That's where we're located. Okay, you got some legal things you need to take care of that, and then come on over to the studio.
Right, exactly.
Right. 110 East Lexington Street, Baltimore, Maryland. Our zip code is what? 21202, something like that.
Yes.
But listen, you got to be here. So our next Be Exposed Radio open house is the May the 14th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. That is the second Saturday of the month. All of you Be Inspired radio show listeners. See, that's what happens when you live. You get to hear us choking and all kinds of stuff, you guys. But anyway, you got to be here the second Saturday of the month. Every month we're going to have an open house. So if you missed the first one, never fear. The next one is May 14th from 12 to 5 p.m. Be in the house.
And it was just like the atmosphere was great.
It was.
Like as soon as you walked through the door, you felt welcome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You felt welcome. And you felt like, it was well put together. Props, kudos, everything to Nick Hauser.
Yeah.
And you, because you two collaborated in that effort to make that happen. So I really appreciate you guys for that.
Oh, Sisters in Strength. I got to give a shout out. Sabrina Williams, are you listening? If you are, call us 410-702-5657. We got about 10 minutes, but call us because we're going to be partnering with them to bring you this next Be Exposed Radio open house.
Okay.
So Sabrina, let me drop the Williams. No. just Sabrina. So Sabrina and Sisters in Strength will be partnering with BeExposedRadio.com to bring us our next Be Exposed Radio open house. So it's gonna be awesome. And every month we're gonna do something different. We're gonna try to put a twist on it to keep you guys coming, and we want to get the word out about what's going on at our radio station.
Exactly.
We got a lot of great shows.
We want to get the word out about us because we're in the city.
We are.
92Q is in that way, but we're actually in the heart of the city. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we just want to spread our word and make our presence known.
Yes. Or like my husband always says, make some noise.
There you go.
Be a noise maker in our community. That's what's up. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up for this show. Again, I know you guys are anticipating the forum. It's going to happen at 8:30. Our youth will be in the studio for 15 minutes. We're going to be talking it out, hashing it out, talking about the Baltimore Freddie Gray uprising that happened 1 year ago yesterday. We're going to get their perspective on how it affected them and also get some solutions. Maybe they have some ideas of what can be done to help improve our communities and to involve our youth and to, because that it is true. The youth are our future. One day they will be the ones running things. They will be our doctors and our lawyers. And if we really took that seriously, adults, if we really took that whole idea seriously, we probably would invest more in our youth, understanding that they're the next everything. They're the next business owners, bank owners. You might be getting your loan from one of them one day.
Right.
Nurses, they might be checking your blood pressure, honey.
Right. Exactly.
But if we understood that, we could invest in them. We could invest in them.
Yeah. So I have a question. Was it just one day that everything transpired? I know yesterday was when he got arrested.
Right.
So
it was, I think that's when the riots that was the uprising. Remember, everything was crazy. Let's look it up. Because real time.
I got a post on my Instagram, so it gives.
So his arrest and all of that happened. That wasn't all in one day, I don't believe.
Yeah, okay.
But it was all in conjunction with that incident, people being frustrated, threats being placed on social media of there being, some people acting out or causing a riot or doing some things as a result of this incident. That video came out and people were not happy with it, but what happened was there was a threat on social media that really caused frenzy, that caused schools to shut down and for public transportation to be shut down and everything, because then the police were put on notice about this and put on guard about it. So we're going to talk more in detail about it later on in the show when we have our youth.
So I have the post right here. So I think April the 12th was the day he got arrested.
It is the day he got arrested.
Because it's like a little timeline. At 8:39, the police pursued. It was a police pursuit. 8:40, the arrest actually happened.
Okay.
8:42, the van was requested. 8:54, it was
in the morning.
Yeah, in the morning, a.m. So all of this was happening.
So this was happening all in one day.
Yeah. So, bit by bit.
It's been a year ago, you guys. So.
Yeah. 8:54, it was en route to Central Brooklyn. 8:59, previously unknown stop.
I like that timeline.
Yeah. It's like a little picture.
Okay.
So 8:59, it was a previously unknown stop. That's where they actually stopped. And 9:26 was when the paramedics were requested.
And then downhill from there.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So wasn't there a video released?
Yeah, it was a video release. It was a
on
video
social media.
Yeah, of the arrest.
Of the arrest itself.
And I remember I was talking to somebody and they were like giving a recount of what they thought or what was going through their head. And they were like, oh, just another person getting arrested. And that's our initial
That's
thought.
our mentality.
Exactly. Because it's Baltimore City. It's like, oh, somebody else getting arrested and whatever. But then the person said she kept seeing it everywhere. Like the same.
The video?
Yeah, the video.
See, I have my opinions about that, but media in and of itself really plays up situations, you know, so much. This is not to take away from that particular incident at all. I'm just saying how media plays such a huge part in what we think, what we feel, you know, how we view any type of incident, especially this one. There were so many mixed emotions in regards to Freddie Gray's arrest and how it played out and the riots in and of itself. So there were so many different opinions out there, and media really played a huge part in how people frame their thoughts on it.
Exactly, because they only show you what they want
They only
you
show
to
you
see.
what they want to show you, you know?
Exactly.
But again, like I said, that incident and Freddie Gray being arrested was just, it's one of many incidences that is connected to a larger issue, which we know is police brutality, inequalities in our communities, disparities in our communities. And that incident was highlighted because it was becoming an epidemic. It still is an epidemic. Epidemic. It's not, you know, it hasn't gone away. It's just not as much focus has been on it. But it was an epidemic. And the Freddie Gray incident in and of itself was part of that epidemic and was being highlighted as such. And I understand that. But I also think nothing, you know, everything happens for a reason. That incident had to happen to highlight and showcase the issues that are going on right here in Baltimore City. Because what's funny is when you see those police brutality incidences, you see them in every other state, every other city, and it doesn't touch home until it actually happens here. And that's exactly what happened. It touched it was close to home. And it's like, oh my God, you know, this is really real. It doesn't seem real to you until it's close to home. And that's exactly what happened. This incident was close to home. Somebody's loved one in Baltimore, somebody's son, somebody's nephew, cousin. Freddie Gray, he was all of that. And it was close to home. And it also highlighted some real issues that we have here. The disconnection that we have in our communities.
I think
there's a real disconnect. And that was definitely highlighted. A disconnect between our spiritual leaders and the community. A disconnect between, you know, just person to person. You know, the unity aspect of it. That part was definitely highlighted. You could see how there was a disconnect. And for one day, for 1 week or a month, we actually came together. But did we keep it? Did we keep that unity?
See, and that's what I want us as a city to understand, that it shouldn't take a tragedy to bring us together as a whole. Because we, you know, of course, our city can be great. You know, be more great or charm city, however you want to call it. We can get to that status or back to that status for that matter of fact, you know. So I feel like we shouldn't let a tragedy get us to that point.
I agree. In a perfect world, that definitely would be the case.
And I believe that event just shifted our conversation towards the police department, because it was always, you can always blame it on the child or the person that's getting arrested, because it's always a person that's playing devil advocate. It's like, oh, what was he doing to get arrested? And we all, no matter who you are, we all have that person that has to do what they have to do.
Not only that, we have our basic rights.
Exactly.
You still deserve to be treated
as a
humanely.
Human.
Even in being arrested. And that's what's lacking, you know. You to be, mishandled, even though you broke the law, you should still have your basic rights of being handled
to the point to where as though I'm getting hurt.
Right.
You know, so that's
tough.
Yeah.
There are a lot of issues there. A lot of we got to educate ourselves on it. I have to even admit that I have to educate myself some more on that incident so that I can be well informed. But we have our guest in the studio with us. In another 15 minutes or so, they're going to be in the studio with us, and we're going to begin our forum. We're also going to go live on Facebook so you can get a snippet of it and see all that's going on and be part of the event. So in just a few minutes, we will be back. We're going to talk some more about the incident itself, and then we're going to start our forum on the Be Inspired radio show.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback.
Or you like a male prostitute or something? Like you can't tell
No. I was always in sales. Like I've been in sales since I was like 14, and I could sell anything. You know, I could sell salt to a snail. I could sell ice to a polar bear. So it's like, you know,
he was working.
Yeah, I was working.
Okay,
I was working.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So I was in sales. Sold cars and sold this and sold that, and
I feel you.
My biggest thing was, like I said, I never been done with the whole, you know, giving your money to people that's already rich.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? And I feel that as an entrepreneur, you know, when you see like black businesses, Latino business, because I grew up in Texas, so I grew up around blacks and Latinos, and just support your community, support everybody. You know, I will support everybody's community, support the world and all that. But at the same time, it's like be an entrepreneur yourself, invest in yourself, and invest in what you believe. And I just don't think that we should give money to these dudes that's already rich, that's already been making money. Like, why?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Awkward, but believe me, you'll live. Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback on Gangsta Goddess radio show.
You are true to yourself. Mm-hmm. You walk that, and you walk it with your head up, because yes, I have this gangster in me. I can do this. I will persevere. I will keep moving. We have Black women who are dealing with.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Happy Wednesday, TGIW, happy hump day, all that good stuff. You're listening to the Be Inspired radio show only on BeExposedRadio.com. And if you're just tuning in, tonight is a special edition of the Be Inspired radio show because we are commemorating the moment, the 1 year, I don't want to say anniversary, but the mark, because no one want to the 1 year mark of the Baltimore Freddie Gray uprising. I didn't guess when I first wrote the post, I said 1 year anniversary, and I was like, no, like that wasn't. I should have had somebody proofread that before I put it out there. But either way, you know, tonight is a special show because we're going to have a youth forum, the first of its kind on the Be Inspired radio show, which is so cool. Mm-hmm. And now we got Dr. D in the studio with us.
Hello.
Hey. You guys.
Out of space.
Oh, yeah.
The reverb. It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. You got
Okay.
So
you can pull that closer to you. So.
Yeah, you can adjust it.
I am on the air.
Yes, you are. So you guys, we had a competition going. I hope y'all listening, because we had some good ones.
Yeah.
So we had a competition. I guess we called the competition, named that segment.
Yeah.
Dr. D's segment.
Right.
And we put a post out there on social media to get some folks to submit some segment name ideas. And we had quite a few. We really did. And we had some good ones, in fact. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then we're going to reveal, I guess, kind of vote on which one we like the most.
They were all awesome.
They were. So we're doing this live, okay? We're really bringing you live entertainment.
Yes, we are.
So, all right, Dr. D, you want to talk about the ones you liked?
Okay, there were a number of them that I liked, but on the top of the list, and this is not in any particular order, is Let's Talk About It. Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. That's very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And Breaking Barriers.
Oh, okay.
They all kind of capture what I feel you use a psychologist for on the radio.
Okay, that's right. That's right. We got a phone call. Oh, you know
From
what?
Thomas.
Hello. Hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
You're on the air. Are you one of our youth forum guests?
Yes, ma'am.
We're excited. We're excited. You are on time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on hold because we're about to reveal our Dr. D segment name winner, and we're going to bring you back in. Okay?
Is that good?
Okay. He hung up.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll have him call back in. We're gonna because we got 2 that are gonna be calling in, and we have 3 that's in the studio. So it's about to get real in here in about 3 minutes.
Yes.
So all right. So Dr. D said, let's talk about it. Change your mind, change your life, and breaking barriers. All right. So Jabril, it's on you.
Okay, so I gotta have top 3.
No,
right, so
just the ones you like the most.
Okay, so the ones I like the most is
But limited, like
okay.
You know what? Yeah, because we gotta vote.
the teen brain, breaking barriers, and couch conversations.
Okay, so it's funny because we all have one in common.
The breaking barriers one.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Well, breaking barriers.
So do we have a drum roll, Robbie? We don't have a drum.
I mean,
All right, so here we go. The winner of the Name That Segment competition is. Wait a minute, we got to scroll up. Hold on.
I got a name right here.
Okay, you want to announce it?
Okay, so the winner of our contest is Tamika Myers Scary.
Woo! For breaking barriers.
Yes.
We all came to a concise in the room.
We did. We came to a consensus. We said, that's the one. Because that was the one we all had in common.
That's right.
So that had to be the one.
That's right. And that's what it's all about.
Yes,
breaking barriers.
Yeah.
Breaking barriers with
Nice.
Dr. D.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased.
So, Tamika, you are the winner of our of our gift card. Of the gift card that will be given to you. We will let you know the amount and all that good stuff and what it's to. But you get a gift card. And in addition to that, we like to invite you on the show, on next week's show, to retrieve your gift card and also have a moment to be on the show live with us.
We would love that. Absolutely.
So, Tamika Myers Scary. We're also going to blast it all over social media that you were the winner. And we really did take in consideration of everybody's submissions. So, and we really gave it some thought. So you won fair and square, honey.
There you go. There you go.
So we're going to go on a break. And then after the break, we're going to go ahead and get into our discussion for tonight. You guys, you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I can put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there lies? But
somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. I was done. I said, "Don't! How dare you? You filthy ass animal! Get the hell out of my house!" It was a problem because it's like clearly. You don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all? Because that's a problem for me, too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabro just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to, I'd have been like, what's going on? At least you could have did was break a Tic Tac in half and put it up there when you met me. You just can't be coming to me with no sharp teeth. It's not okay.
Check out the Talk Lately show every Tuesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your gangster goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com. Hello, world. Hello.
Let's go to the telephone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thanks.
I have a problem. Hope you can, help me solve it. Give me an idea of something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 25 years old, and I'm a second grade teacher. And I've been engaged to my girl. Well, we've been together for about 2.5 years, and now we're engaged. Everything is going good with us. Back in October, I got a new student, and the child is being raised. He's a single, being raised by a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
So the father, came up to the school to meet me. They're new in the area, so we started hanging out. Just watching games. Going to bars. Just chilling or whatever.
Got you.
Okay.
With your student's father.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just nothing. He's new in the area. You just want to know some spots to go out or whatnot. So,
Gotcha.
Okay. One night we were sitting, watching TV, had a couple drinks, and as you would say, we were just talking.
Get ready on the button.
Okay. As you would say, make it one story short, he came over to me, unzipped my pants, and gave me a professional.
Okay. Had you ever had a homosexual experience up until this point?
No, I had not.
Had you ever thought about it?
I never even thought about it, Wendy. And the thing is...
But it was good, though, right? Because they say only a man knows how to please another man.
I mean, it was okay.
Oh.
It was okay.
Okay.
So, we continue to mess around or whatever. Been going on for, like I said, since about October. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, this is not right. I need to be...
Okay, I need you to hold on for just one moment while I do my break, but I need to come back on the phone with you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so, God, I am so. So, is he gay?
I mean, I guess so.
What I mean is, was he gay prior to this? Is he a professional gay man?
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show with
Miss Be Inspired, the host,
and her co-host Jerome Morris. So we have come to the moment you've all been waiting for, the youth forum. We got three capable youth right here on our forum. So we're ready to pass it over to Dr. D.
All right. Well, I am happy to be here for the second week. Very excited for this segment that is going to be called Breaking Barriers. All right. I already feel like a breakthrough. Thank you for that applause. Before we get started, I want to say to those who are, this is going to be live, all the way live. We are going to really deal with issues and hear from our young people. And this will not be the first time. We're actually going to be devoting this segment, at least for the month of April, in light of the 1 year, as you said, marker of the Freddie Gray Baltimore uprising. On Be Exposed Radio, if you desire to call us to make a comment, call 410-702-5657, 410-702-5657, or you may text your comment at 443-642-9403. That's 443-642-9403. We are just absolutely honored to have these awesome young people in our midst tonight. They came out of their busy schedules. They work, they're in college, some are in school, and we just want to introduce them very quickly. We have CJ, who is actually from Morgan. Say hi, CJ.
How you doing, everybody?
All right. That was well done. We have BJ, who is here, and you say hello as well.
What's up?
Okay, and then we have wait a minute, don't be shy. Marais, right?
Marais.
Oh my God. Oh, is it?
Mayera.
Okay, Mayera, say hello to the people.
Hello.
All right. We've got two young gentlemen that are on the line. They had to work and had some busy schedules, but they made time out of their busy schedules to be here. We have Thomas. Oh, say hi, Thomas.
How y'all doing?
All right. And then we have T. And say hello, T. Are you here? Okay. He may have had some difficulty getting on. Hopefully he'll get back to us. I did give him the address that he should call, and that number again, if you are on the line, is 410-702-5657. 410-702-5657. Last week we talked about this whole matter of youth being stressed out and the trauma that youth are dealing with. I gave you some stats that indicated that 1 in 5 high school students report being bullied, and 1 in 4 high school students report having been at least in one fight within the last year. The violence is to the point where exposure is at an all-time high, to the point where the Center for Disease Control, as well as substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration are making the whole element of trauma a priority in our dealings with our youth. I kind of want to get some feedback from our young people to say, what are we talking about concerning trauma? Are young people stressed out? Are you stressed out? Is it traumatizing? Talk to me. Who wants to talk first?
Yeah, it's like growing up black in the all black community. Like sometimes some things you gotta do, you do it to fit in. And it shouldn't have to be like that, but it is, and we can't do all the things we want to because we don't stand together as a community. You got some people in the community scared to speak up because they traumatized, afraid they're gonna get hurt. So all we can do is try to get people to understand and to come forward, but it's hard to do that.
What are some of the consequences that come when you do speak up and come forward?
You might deal with people saying smart remarks. You might get a good outcome on the situation. Sometimes you might get a bad outcome on the situation. It all depends on what type of community you live in and who you tell it to. Because some people probably don't like who you tell it to. And then some people, they rather take you out than for you to be here. Because if it's easy for them to take you out, that means the problem gone.
Talk to us about that. CJ, you have anything to say on that? This issue of taking you out that's very extreme, and feel free, T and Thomas, to speak on that as well. Is it that there's a fear that something will happen if you speak up?
I think it's not only necessarily a fear, but I think it's just pressure on children to be adults and to have to make adult decisions at a young age automatically. Like when you get into a situation as far as bullying and anything like that, you have to decide, okay, how do I react? What is the next step? Like all of this on your own as a child, and children aren't ready for that type of thing. And when you tell parents, a lot of parents aren't even sure how to handle it because parents aren't even able to control their kids, because on top of that, you have police going to control the parents. Now it's government taking over families. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. It's a sense of not feeling supported or protected.
Right.
Is that a real? How does this play out in terms of the tragedy that happened with Freddie Gray? Do you feel like there's any connection with that?
I think it's because not a lot of people might not have a lot of support at home. So it's just like, well, I'm already out in the streets, and then it was happening. It wasn't during the uprising. It wasn't only students out there, but it was also grown men and women out there, doing everything that the students was doing. So it was just like, I'm already out here. I can't really get home. Bus system's not working. And my mother, I'm at what is at home for me? Ain't nothing at home. Like my TV probably not even on, and electricity, gas might not be on. So I'm already on the streets. So what else to do?
I think it's more so even a stigma. It's like as African American people, it's like we can't be the people who don't react to certain issues. We can't be the people who can't stand up for ourselves in situations like that. So when they stop, with all the riots and going on, they stop the buses and trains from running in Mondawmin, and it's like, are you expecting us to do something? Okay, now we have to do something.
That question came up with Jabril last week.
Right.
That is it possible that it's just expected that you're going to do something negative, and that brings it on? Did you want to say something, Jabril?
Yeah, and I was trying to, hold my peace until we got to the segment, so I'm glad I did. But I experienced a transit police officer at Mondawmin. So I know that they have some kind of authority there, and they tell you which bus stop to go to. You could be standing right on the bus stop or in the vicinity of the bus stop, and they'll say, go to a bus stop. I'm waiting for the bus.
Right.
And it's like, well, I can't do anything else, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Leave me alone. So, and then now you're stopping transportation. What can I do? They stop MTA buses and subways.
Waiting for the accident to happen.
That's the only way that I can get home. And in my mind, I'm trying to rationalize and figure out, why did you stop the one thing that could get me out of this area. So you caging me, and if somebody run past me and it's a whole bunch of commotion, my first instinct is to get away from the commotion.
Absolutely.
And one thing that I may have to do is join it.
Yeah.
You know, so
for safety reasons.
Exactly, for safety reasons. Because if I'm the only one standing out, who knows what may happen to me? Just somebody being spiteful or things of that nature. So us, you know, your psychological mind, your survival instincts start kicking in. So it's like, oh, I got to do what they doing to survive. So,
well, you know, on that, we have 3 African-American males here on the panel, including Jabril, that I think I'd like to have say, do you feel that you are stereotyped? Do you feel that people expect you to do negative when you're all about the right thing? And T, you want to respond? And then after that, Thomas.
Yes, I feel like people stereotype me. I mean, I'm an African American male and I have tattoos, but they wouldn't expect me to have a associate's degree. So it's like I just graduated from a military school. You know, when I first got there in class, like some of the white people will look at me or just look at me a certain way, and I just know why they looking at me like that. And we had a group project one day, and I stood up and I said what I had to say. And one of the girls actually told me she didn't expect me to have as much information as I did. And I was going to say, I know why, but, I just shook my head. And
Okay. Okay, then. Okay. Just a little bit more on that, and then I'm gonna go to Thomas. To Thomas O. But T, how does that make you feel, and what do you do with that when people expect you to be less than what you are? I hear that you have an associate's degree, you just graduated from a military school. Please, let's give him a hand for that. And you are an intelligent young man who's trying to do, thank you, the right thing. What is that like for you here, even in Baltimore, being, trying to go out and about and so forth? What's that like for you?
I mean, I just try to stay grounded and humble. I don't really walk around and, blurt out and tell people that I have a degree and things like that. I let them think what they want to think, because at the end of the day, I know what I am and I know where I'm trying to go.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thomas O., what do you have to say about it?
What I have to say about it is, on the tragedy part from me. Let me get on that first. About the Freddie Gray first. I really want to get on that. On the Freddie Gray, there's a lot of things. I understand, the reaction. I understand that we wanted to react towards, the police killing us, young black youth. I understand that. But we could have reacted in a better way. It's a better way, a productive way of approaching a situation. Just like, for an example, say like when the riot happened up there in Mount Honor, I understand that we protecting each other. You feel me? But we could have approached it a better way of more than just violence. A lot of people. Well, I'm tired of seeing us, is being the image of just being violent. Because that's not all we are. We're not all just violent. On an example of the impression, the pressure. Well, I do listen to a lot of spiritual music, and I know a lot of people look at me like, oh yeah, he different because he listens to something that's positive, got cussing in there, so it's not attractive. Well, education is attractive to me. Education is definitely attractive. More knowledge you have, more wisdom you have, I say it's a better image for yourself, first impression. Anything else?
That's excellent. So what I'm hearing from that is that you're talking about coping strategies, which is, what is it that I do? And I do want to segue into that. What is it that I do to help make the change? And what I'm hearing from you is, I feed my spirit. I see there are some things I could do better, and I'm going to access and those resources to do better. I'm also hearing you say this whole W. I think last week when we dealt with the acrostic on power, we said the W is having a whole understanding of wrong, which is we deal with the wrong of the system, and we addressed police brutality and all those things, but we also deal with our own wrong. If you're going to say Black Lives Matter, then we got to stop killing us, right? Talk to me about it. What are some solutions?
Well,
BJ.
first,
Let me hear from BJ. She's about to say something. I'm sorry. We'll get back to you, Thomas.
Basically, it's like this is people know us. Our city is based on violence, but not everybody come from this city violent. But it ain't about what the city can do. It's about what the people who supposed to stand up for us can do. Because there's less activity for us to do, so there's more violence in the community. If a young Black man seeing another young Black man standing on the corner raising money, that young Black man gonna want to get that same money that other Black man making. So how can other Black men stop the younger Black men from doing what they doing? They gotta set an example, which is less examples for the Blacks to show us, because they're not showing us example.
So being a role model, CJ.
I think one of the most important things, not just among African American youth and young adult, but all youth and young adult, I think it's broadening your horizon, because the things that you watch on TV or you hear sometimes on the radio or anything, it can easily be a lie. It can easily be construed to have you thinking a certain thing. The things that happen in Mondawmin and anything without the whole Freddie Gray violence, a protest, anything like that, we don't know unless you're actually there. If you take and you look at the CNN or anything like that, you're gonna say, oh my God, them kids are so violent. And they're gonna use words like violent protesters, they caused this, it was their fault, things like that. And it's not. And it's like, I went to Lamel Middle School and they said that's the worst middle school. My last year we got shut down. Well, I loved my school. We were a family. People don't see that from the outside looking in. You see, oh my God, somebody got stabbed. It's the worst place ever. I hate, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't let anybody define you. You don't, and we have to take ownership. Do you want to say anything?
I would just say that we need more of a sense of a community. Like, I just feel like there's like a big separation of like the quote unquote uneducated people, and then like the other people, I guess you can say, you know, just saying all these stereotypes that people say. So it's just like, you know, we're all separated by these names that you give us, but we need to come together.
Okay, you guys, we gotta wrap it up. This has been an awesome conversation. We'll have y'all spill over into the next segment, but you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Let's go to the telephone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thanks.
I have a problem. Hope you can, help me solve it. Give me an idea of something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 25 years old, and I'm a second grade teacher. And I've been engaged to my girl. Well, we've been together for about 2.5 years, and now we're engaged. Everything is going good with us. Back in October, I got a new student, and the child is being raised. He's a single, being raised by a single parent. So the father, came up to the school and meet me. They knew in the area, so we started hanging out. Just watching games. Going to bars. Just chilling or whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay.
With your student's father.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just nothing. He's new in the area. You just want to know some spots to go out or whatnot.
Gotcha.
Okay. One night we were sitting, watching TV, had a couple drinks, and as you would say, we just talking.
Get ready on the button.
Okay. As you would say, make a long story short, he came over to me, unzipped my pants, and gave me a professional.
Okay. Had you ever had a homosexual experience up until this point?
No, I had not.
Had you ever thought about it?
I never even thought about it, Wendy. And the thing is...
But it was good, though, right? Because they say only a man knows how to please another man.
I mean, I mean, it was okay.
Oh.
It was okay.
Okay.
So we continue to mess around.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, everybody.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light.
Hello?
Hey, girl. School zone.
Hello?
I'm getting hungry.
Hello?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're back with the Be Inspired Radio Show. We're here on BeExposedRadio.com. So we're gonna continue with our forum in this segment. So I'm gonna pass it over to Dr. D.
All right, then. First of all, I think that this panel of young people, youth and young adults has been excellent, and it has been inspirational. Don't you all think? I think it's been wonderful.
Yes, I think so. I definitely do.
Absolutely. So we want each one of you to just give some final words of what you feel people should be doing to move forward now that we are at the 1-year marker of the Freddie Gray Baltimore uprising. Where is it that we should go? What is it that we should do? We're going to start with BJ. 30 seconds. Okay, if it's okay, little technical difficulty. Let's go to Thomas.
Okay.
Give your final words, Thomas.
My final words to the young Black youth is, be more productive with yourself. You don't gotta always use profanity. Another thing, utilize, come together and help each other. Don't be afraid to help a brother or a sister out, because we all need help. We ain't all here just made for ourselves, we made for each other. Another thing, the Lord is always here for y'all. So all you gotta do is just stand still and just hear his word, and he would definitely show great works.
Absolutely wonderful. CJ.
My last final thoughts would pretty much be that after the Freddie Gray thing, I just think that everybody should learn more about themselves, learn more about your heritage, where you come from, so that you can see the bigger picture and everything going around you. And lastly, know that you don't have to react to situations, and not because of your race, but simply because of your life. Just know that your life is worth living.
Absolutely. Mayera.
I would just say that to realize that this isn't the end of our fight, because everything that happened, it happened for a reason. So realizing that we can't just allow these things to happen, and to sort of use this as a chance to rebuild with our people and then rebuild our community. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. BJ.
Well, first of all, I want to say let's not forget what happened. And we don't want to dwell on it too much, but let's not forget. And make every day of your life a positive. Not every day you gotta live to the negative things. Just live your life, do everything to the top of your ability. Stay humble, and most important, be patient, because everything comes to you. Just be very patient.
Absolutely. BJ, just say a little something about the song that's coming out that you're doing that encourages us to do a very powerful thing. What is that song?
I made a little verse for Black Lives Matter.
Okay,
you cut it off.
Cut it off. Okay, wait a minute. Hold it. Let's go to, while you're doing that, T. What would you say? What is your last words?
Be thankful, be positive, and be humble.
Be thankful, be positive, be humble. That word humble is coming out a lot in this discussion, and I love it, because as a result of humility, we are able to receive the help that we need. We're able to listen and learn, because I don't think any one of us are at a point where we have all the answers. I believe that there is a saying that says that, if you feel that you have all the answers, you are indeed foolish. And we don't want to walk in foolishness. We really need to make a change. I want to emphasize, while I'm waiting for BJ to get the mic together, but
I'm done.
But what is the primary message that you give in the songs you're about to release?
Basically, I talk about being Black and how we can change the world by just getting out there and vote, by Black people getting out there and vote, because every vote matter. You don't want to reflect back on it and say what we could have did and what we should have did. Mm-hmm. We can do it. We ain't gotta wait. So I'm sending the message out to Black youth who over 18 and over to get out there and vote. Don't wait. Just do it today.
Absolutely. I think that that's wonderful, and it's a beautiful segue. Do you want to do the wrap up beyond this, or are we good?
Yeah, you guys are good. I must say I'm enjoying it. And what I really am happy for is that youth are being given the platform to speak, because a lot of things are done. We assume as adults that we know what's best for youth, and we don't get you guys input. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like definitely platforms like this is important. I said it earlier. I said, it's a cliche, but it has a lot of truth that the youth are our future. I don't think adults really, that hasn't impacted our viewpoint on youth at all. We don't take it that seriously, because if we did, the type of investment we would make in you guys would be powerful. Mm-hmm. If we understood that I might be getting my next house loan from you, right? I might be getting, my tonsils taken out from you, right? The investment that I made would be a lot more impactful. Yeah. So platforms like this is important. We welcome it here at the Be Inspired Radio Show. You guys will definitely be back.
Absolutely. Let me say, if you're listening on the air and you are a youth or young adult, please pull out your phones now. And if you have text capability, I'd like you to text the word Power Up. That's POWERUP. POWERUP to 41411. That's POWERUP to 41411. That's where you'll be receiving during the week, throughout the week, coping strategies, motivational. We'll have opportunities, more contests, and so doing, we really believe that we will be powered up. This is your power moment, and you must embrace it and use that power in a responsible way so that change can be made, and realize that power doesn't come all in violence, bullets, and guns. That some of the most powerful mechanisms and tools we've used has been peace and nonviolence. The nonviolent passive resistance that was used in the civil rights movement enabled us to be where we are. And as we said last week, we have a Black president as a result. We can go to colleges that we want. We can live wherever we want. And that came from refusing to return evil for evil, but rather returning evil for good. Absolutely. So with that in mind, we're just about ready to wrap up.
We're wrapping up.
Okay. Yep. And you may go to my website if you want to learn more about our initiatives. We have a women's conference coming up at www.rso.today. That's www.rso.today. Be Inspired Radio.